Hello, it's Dominique. Recently I have made this tutorial, like a quick tutorial in French, and I was asked to make it in English, so I'm doing that right now. So first I want to show you, this is the page that I'm going to be working on, and I'm just making a little box pocket. So what you got to do is you got to find a paper that is about maybe an inch on each side, with 3/4 of an inch, depending on how deep you want your box. My box here is going to be a 1/4 inch. Yeah, 1/4 inch. So I have a 1/4 inch here. I have like 1/2 inch here. Same here. But the lines that are inside here has to be the width of your page. So the width of your page from here to here. Then you add whatever thickness you want for your box and a little bit more. You do that on the side, on each side, and on the bottom. So I've marked my lines with my scoreboard. So I've traced those lines. So now what you got to do is you have to cut the square. You see the square. The bigger square you see on the corner, the biggest if you have more, but here I have only 2, so the bigger one. There. And I would suggest you taper just a little bit, just the gusset, not the gusset, the little seam here you have, this little part here. And on the top as well, just a little bit up to the line. So this here, this line here around becomes like the box or a gusset kind of. So you never cut on the gusset. Now if you want to do that, you can always erase your lines, but the thing I like to do is I just fold it where I haven't marked my lines. This is going to be become the inside, so it's easier that way. So you just fold those lines all going inwards to inside your pocket. And then what you need to do now, and I need to have my big ruler, which I don't have here, so I'm going to have to work with this. Usually I have a wooden ruler. It's really nice to go press, but I'm going to use this here. It's going to be good. So what you want to do is you want to fold your sides first and then the bottom on top. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 1 drop of glue just on the corner right here, both sides, not too much, and then you're going to fold that like this. Now when you fold this, you have, if you only hold the 2 edges, you see what happens here? This will make the base of your pocket curve, so you have to hold it by the center, and then you hold your pockets, I mean the side. So you do the same with the sides. You have to be straight before you glue it. So I'm just gonna hold it like this a little bit, and then I'm going to go with my bone folder, press on it. I could use this part, it would be better. So just slide it inside. I put my pocket really where I wanted to have it, and I just press on it, just a few seconds. Then I do the same on the other side. So I make sure I have the right corner. You know how the corner is done? It's like this, okay? Right angle. And then you just press. And make sure this is nice and straight right here. There you go. And now you have your pocket. All you have to do now is glue it on. And here I have measured about half of the page. I recommend you have at least 2/5 of the page. 1/3 will be too little, because then if you put a booklet or whatever you put inside, is going to go wobbling on each side. So you have to have at least 2/5, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2/5 or half. I would go half. So now you have to go back because sometimes it hasn't glued right. So you have to make sure everything is nice and secure before you go work to put it on here. Then what you do is you just put the glue here on 3 sides, and you glue it on. Easy peasy. This is very, I like making those when I have booklets like journal books, or if I have like a booklet that I like making with all the kind of layout booklet, so that it's pretty thick. So here what I will be doing is going to be a booklet with for photos, and then the journal book. So here again, now here I'm going to use my ruler. Right here. I'm going to go inside here to make sure it's nice and straight with the edge all the way in. And then I'm gonna go all the way back here to make sure I press on the seam on the bottom. Because if it's not well pressed, like if it's bubbled inside, when you put the photos, it's gonna catch on that and it's never gonna be straight. So you have to make sure the bottom here, the seam that we're gluing on inside, is nice and straight. And then it's easy to go look inside and see if it's good. Just have light going inside and then you see. And that's it. That was easy. So yeah, the person that asked me for that, sorry it took a long time, but I was waiting until I would make a project. Because I didn't want to throw that away and just making random measurements and not using them any time. So I thought it was not a good idea. So now that I'm making a project where I use it, so I thought I would make that tutorial for you. And then you can punch something here, but I would recommend you do that before you mat it. Or you could always go like this, you know. But yeah, maybe you should go like with a little border or something before you not mat it, but before you glue it on your page. Also before you mat it, of course. So there you go, quick tutorial. I thought maybe that would help you. But you can see that there are so many people in English that makes those tutorials. That's why I make so many in French, because they have like nothing in French. And this is my first language too, so that's why I'm doing French. But you have so many, just search on YouTube and you'll find everything you need. But in France or in French, there's nothing. So that's why I'm helping those French people. Well, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Happy scrapping.